What up, dude bros? I'm Frank. This is a video review of the Nerf Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder. The Ghoulgrinder is a spring-powered side prime blaster with a unique cylinder that rotates the wrong way. Interesting blaster, let's get into the review. Included is the blaster, detached priming handle, and darts. External overview of the product, starting up at the front. There is an in-strike barrel lug, so you can add on a barrel extension if you'd like to. It would look super wonky, but the option is there for you. Behind that is the cylinder drum loading system, whatever this is called. A super weird, very gimmicky design. To load this blaster, you place your darts in like this. As you can see, the barrels rotate this way instead of this way, like a strong arm or a Maverick. So as you fire, this whole wheel rotates front back, sort of like a saw in a way. I think that's what they are going for. This kind of feels like an angle grinder a little bit. So super weird barrel system. It rotates pretty freely, so you can move it around to load, and this barrel system holds 10 darts. And behind the barrel system is an in-strike tactical rail right here. Under here we have something of a sling mount, and up top we have some ammo storage, a place to hold 5 darts. You can slide the darts in like that. They stay in their respective slots pretty well, even when you shake the blaster around. On the left-hand side of the blaster is the priming handle, this gigantic, beefy, chunky priming handle. So to prime, pull back and push forward. The strength required is in line with other Nerf Elite blasters on the market right now, and it's a relatively smooth prime. However, when I tried to fire the blaster with a very high rate of fire, I had quite a bit of binding with this priming system. So you're slightly restricted in rate of fire, but I don't think it's a big deal because this whole blaster is super gimmicky. Moving down to the trigger pull is pretty standard, and this blaster does not have slam fire. And out onto the grip. This is actually a pretty comfortable grip, and it's a shame because the rest of this blaster is terrible. Hasbro, put a cool grip like this on a good blaster. Pretty please. But it's fairly large in the base here. It is fairly thin up here, in line with some Doomlands and Zombie Strike blasters, so it'll be very comfortable for a smaller or younger hand, and I think that's what this blaster is intended for because no performance nerfer will ever buy this thing. But overall, pretty comfortable grip that will work for almost anybody. And behind the ammo storage is another sling mount right here. Below that is the stock. This is a removable stock. That's what it looks like without a stock. This stock attachment point is a standard in-strike stock attachment point, so if you want to put on a different in-strike stock, you totally can. The included stock is super short, sort of like the Retaliator stock, but it doesn't have any functions to really point out. It's just an interesting Zombie Strike themed, very short stock. So that is an external overview of the Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder. Let's see it fire. Shooting standard green Nerf Elite darts. And a little faster. Operating a Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder was definitely interesting. It's weird to see a barrel system rotate the wrong way like this. We're all used to cylinders going this way, not front to back. It's just bizarre. I didn't have any catastrophic jams and malfunctions, however I had a slight binding issue when I tried to shoot at too fast a rate of fire. This rotation mechanism is slightly limited, but if you're very slow and methodical, I didn't have any jams or malfunctions. But overall, acceptable mechanical performance for a gimmicky blaster in this class. To compare the firing performance to other blasters, I put it up on my chronograph and achieved an average velocity of 62 feet per second shooting Nerf Elite darts, which is a little below the 70 FPS par that we can expect out of most blasters on the market, so it is shooting noticeably soft by a little bit. That is the objective information I can provide on the Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder, now to my personal opinion. Overall, this blaster is incredibly gimmicky. I won't be using it. I don't think performance nerfers will be using it. I honestly don't know who will be using it. It's just such a weird, pointless blaster. It's a fairly large blaster to only have a 10-round capacity, and it's a built-in loading system, so you can't quick change magazines. So the overall battle effectiveness of this blaster is very low. But I didn't have any major feeding issues or catastrophic jams and malfunctions, so I don't think there are any objective reasons to avoid purchasing this blaster. I just can't think of any good reasons to buy it. Subpar firing performance, relatively low capacity, kind of annoying to load, but it's gimmicky and cool looking, so if you're looking for that kind of thing, maybe this is the right one for you, but that's unlikely. If you'd like to buy one for some reason, I will put a purchase link in the description box below. That concludes this video review. Thanks so much for watching, bros, and as always, stay tactical.